gotta put in that work, dog.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Off the play fake. Walker. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Let's go now. Drop 50, drop 50.
And Walker now to throw on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Walker now. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Walker hit and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of his end zone, Prescott. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
These two teams, if you look back to 2021, quite a disparity between these two Lone Star State offenses. Last season, the Cowboys #1 in the league in terms of total yardage, and meanwhile the Texans, we know about all the struggles that they had. They came in at number 32, which is dead last.
Taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
A first down throw for Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. We're scoreless after 1. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
The Cowboys at 8-4 now in the year. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On third down, it's Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The kick by Maher is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go!
Working out of the gun here, Walker.
He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
19 tight.
Now Walker. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
46.
On 2nd and very short, Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like it. This is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. 1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing, Prescott. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
19 right.
Walker. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Walker.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Pollard again. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Off the play fake, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Texans 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's an 89-yard kick return as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach has walked.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
That's returnable now for Smith. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
But I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down throw for Walker.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the 1st.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here's Walker. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
7 Pirates. 18 Rattler.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Pollard.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays.
This is caught inside the 15.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan, 88 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now the rookie's free. 30, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Play action now. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. First down, Prescott. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Dak. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you're calling for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third.
Behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter, both